lovelies, Barbara here with your one card reading for the week ahead. It's Monday the 3rd of July 2023. It's August next month. Christmas is around the corner. No, never mind. Hey, we shouldn't wish our lives away. So hope you had a fantastic weekend. I was teaching psychic development on Saturday. I love my job. I enjoy it so much. It's what life's all about: enjoyment, having fun and meeting new people. Anyway, what deck are we using this week? Well, this week we've got the Tarot Illuminati. Very, very shiny box. You can see a reflection on the window. There we go. Look at that. Very, very shiny. Also, very, very shiny cards, which makes shuffling them a bit of a pain because they just go everywhere. So there's the back. Again, you can see how shiny and slippy these are. There we are. So what card we got? We have got the King of Cups. Try and get the reflection of the window off as per usual. Now, interestingly, with this deck, if you look at a Rider-Waite, the King of Cups, he's sort of looking at you, but he's sort of slightly turned like this. Oh, that's a good profile, isn't it? I'll do that. He is looking straight at you, and I'm going to get as close as I can. Here we go. And it's almost like the way he's got his hands like this, he's contemplating. And I feel very much for all of us, this is a week of contemplation of how you wish to move forward, not just in your relationships. We know cups tend to be relationships, but particularly in the spiritual aspect of your life. And this is a case of looking backwards. Remember, a king, he's been through everything throughout his life. He's experienced things, he's gained wisdom. And no matter what age you are, you have gained wisdom. Now, it might be very different from the person sitting next to you or over the road or anything like that, but we have all gained wisdom. And it's very much time to use that wisdom and thinking, how can you build on it? Could you utilize that in some way? This is also a week of compassion for others. And I will stress, I mean, there's a lot of things going on in the world. You know, prices are going up and all sorts of things. There's a lot of people out there who just need a kind word. This is the week to be compassionate to others. I'm not saying give your money away or anything like that, but just comment on somebody, how nice they look. Just say, oh, you okay? Open the door for someone. Sure, we all do this. But this is the week that it's going to transform somebody else's life. It could be the nicest thing somebody said to them all week. Oh, my voice has gone very, very down. It's a very important week this week. More importantly, and I say this constantly, show compassion to yourself. Life is a learning curve, and we all make huge mistakes sometimes, and it's no good beating yourself up about it. If you've made a mistake, you've made a mistake. What have you learned from it? Even if it's only, oh, I'm not doing that again type of thing. Show compassion to yourself, and it will give you that extra wisdom to realize, do you know what? Okay, I've done that. I can now move on. I can now let that go. And this is also a very, very important week spiritually for you. So if, say, you're big into dowsing, why not take it one step further? Can you join a dowsing group? Can you use dowsing for something that you've never tried before? Try that. Or is it time to actually try something new? Use your pendulum. We're using pendulums on Saturday. Use your pendulum to find out, what is my next step? Just because you are a king doesn't mean you can stop learning. But the most important thing this week is compassion. Let's see what else is in this particular card over the top of my glasses. Do you know, these glasses are so big, it's ridiculous. Right, so we have the ship in the background. Now, again, in Rider-Waite, you've got a ship in the background bouncing around and everything. Here, it looks quite, it's fully sailed. Fully sailed, is that the right word? It's in full sail, that's what I mean. It seems to be going on quite nicely. Hang on. Yep, the fish is there. The fish is there. Just here, remember, fish in most spiritual things mean wisdom. Back to he's a king, he's very, very wise. I don't feel this is somebody coming into our lives this week, you know, an older person, doesn't have to be a man, be a woman, whatever, but somebody who has been there and done that. This is you. You've been there, you've done that. You could be 18 years old, and the experiences you have experienced, that sounds a bit odd, have really helped you. There might be pretty unhappy, some of them, but nevertheless, you can move on. And this is where your compassion comes in, because it's sometimes very difficult to show compassion to someone if you've not experienced what they're going through. This is why I always say readers, particular, whether it's tarot, oracle, mediumship, anything like that, you can't really be successful unless you've experienced things in your life yourself. How can you empathize with someone if you've had the perfect life? He would have fought to get to the point of where he is now, and he will not have forgotten. Particularly, he's a cup, remember, emotions, relationships. It's a really good week, but it's also a very calm week. Although the sea in this one isn't that choppy, it's sort of rolling in. In fact, that's totally impossible what's going on there, because they've got the water rolling in here as if it was coming off a beach, and then you've got a boat just there. It wouldn't be deep enough, and it hasn't got stuck, so it's very strange that. But there we are. Not that I'm picking holes in the artwork, but we have, oh, that's interesting. What's that? Oh, I can't see what there's some. Do you know what? You know when you use your phones too much, when you start like trying to make things bigger, I can't make what this. I think it's just a pattern work on the side, sort of the front of his gown and things like that. But we have this pillar here with the cup on. He's not holding that cup. Remember, he's in contemplation. What can I do this week? How can I help someone? He's also sort of looking into your eyes, like, I can see into your soul. So this is you, remember. This is you this week, helping other people. But this, it's perched perfectly there. It's completely safe from the water around it. It's sturdy. It's ornate. We've got three. I don't know what they are. I suspect they're, what are the blue ones? Emeralds are green. Blue sapphires, that's the word. It's got 3 sapphires in there. So that blue to represent the water and everything. Communication, which is unusual for cups, but it's obviously taking it blue because of the water here. So really, I'm going to say solid week this week. This is a good time. I suspect some of you, in fact many of us, I'm going to say, it's not just you, us, are going to have people coming to us and saying, what shall I do about this relationship? Can you give me guidance? This is you guiding others, but also lending an ear. Not necessarily giving, oh, well, I think this. You can give wise counsel, but equally listening to what they're saying. That compassion is so important. So, I don't know, this feels strange this week with this card. It's almost like there's big decisions for all of us to make, but ones that we don't need to worry about because we have experienced similar in the past. So not only is it going to affect us, it's going to affect other people. So I will say a very, very calm week this week. One that you feel mature in your knowledge. Doesn't matter what your age are. Remember I said, doesn't matter how old you are, old, young, whatever. This is a week of maturity. I'm not going to say acting your age or your shoe size for that matter. A time for compassion, listening to other people, but giving that sound advice without being, what's the word I'm looking for? Looking down on someone, thinking, oh, really? Not being egotistical about it. So, very calm week this week, everybody. Nothing major going on. It's a good, solid week. No mental emotions going all over the place. It's a breather week where you can think of others. Anyway, have a fantastic week ahead. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That doesn't leave much. See you soon. Bye for now.